Peekaboo. Long time no talk, guys. I feel like that was really creepy introduction, but you know. Whatever. Alright guys, so I haven't filmed a video in a while, and I mentioned in my last one that I got evicted from my apartment. I told you guys I would film a story time about that. But you'll have to wait. I'm literally miserable. I'm so miserable. So I'm sitting here in a blanket in a really random spot in my new apartment. Whoop-de-doo. I thought about a story that I haven't told you guys, and I thought it would be a really good story. A lot of my past story times hasn't been that interesting because whenever I first started filming story times, they were really like, oh, wow, did that really happen to you? That's crazy. I'm back at it again with the crazy story times. And I can't believe I never told you guys this, but it was a little private because it has to do like when I was married. Ugh, I hate saying that. I never told this because it is a little private. What? I laugh at it now. There's nothing you can do but look back at it and be like, wow, that was some crazy shiznit. Time to tell my YouTube family. Let's talk about my crazy mother-in-law. Ex-mother-in-law. Have you guys ever watched the movie with Jennifer Lopez? It's called Monster-in-Law or something like that. There are such things as a monster-in-law. For some reason, whenever you get married, it's like everything changes. Like before, you're like on their good side, and then something happens, and they're just like, whoa! They don't want to be nice to you anymore. So mine, at the time, was very nice, seemed that way, but she was very hard-headed, very strong woman. She knew what she wanted. She was a Christian, by the way, extreme to the max Christian. Like, she will hold a snake in your face and let it bite you and then say you're evil. But yeah, I'm just trying to explain like how over the top she was. She only believed what she wanted to believe. God talked to her a lot, by the way. He had like conversations with her on the daily. I don't know if they called each other up on the phone and like was just like, hey girl, what's up? I'm gonna get right into it. So, a lot of you guys don't know this. Whenever I first started Musically, which was in 2015, I think, we had our first meet and greet, and it was in Orlando, Florida. It was me and maybe a bunch of other people you might recognize. I don't know if these people do Musically anymore, but we were like at the top of the game with Musically. We were like consistent about it, so we got like a group of people together. We were in a group chat, we talked all the time. We wanted to start like the first Musically meet and greet, and I'm actually going to link down below. It was filmed, the first one, so you guys can watch it. But anyways, I was a part of that, and at the time I didn't really make enough money to like buy my own plane ticket. I asked my grandmother, I was like, please, like it would mean the world to me. This is going to turn into something really big for me. I can feel it. For some reason, she bought the plane ticket for me. Nobody in my family understood like any of this internet stuff, like social media. Like they didn't get it, which is understandable. Like they're older. I was going to be going by myself. My husband at the time worked and could not go, even though like I asked. It wasn't like a secret or anything. He did not condone it. He laughed at me whenever like I would do Musically. It's like that's like a whole nother story, like I can tell you guys. I think of myself as a very independent person when it comes to stuff. I will make my own decision, so I made this decision to go. The night before I was supposed to leave, my ex-husband was telling me like, you're going to go there and you're going to get raped. He was telling me stuff like this. He was like, just be prepared. You're going by yourself. You're a girl. I'm worried about you. And I had never done anything like this on my own. I had no friends back at home. This is when I lived in Virginia. I literally talked to my family, my husband at the time, and that was it. That's all I had. So for him to like see me like grow into something that he didn't like made him really jealous. You know, telling me, you know, you're going to go get hurt and I won't see you again. I didn't care. I went and I loved it. So like I traveled on a plane by myself for the first time, and I felt so independent and cool because like it was the first time I was like in a state by myself. All my family was scared for me. I didn't care. I just went, and then I met up with everybody. We had a great time, guys. By the way, we stayed at Nickelodeon Suites Hotel in Orlando, Florida, which was really fun. And just to let you guys know, that's a family resort, okay? This light that's in front of me is making a really weird noise. First day that I got there was like 2-3 p.m. We was waiting for everyone to show up, and what we did was we got like a connecting rooms. We got one for the boys and one for the girls. They all had bunk beds in them. It was really fun. We're all like Snapchatting. I was vlogging. I vlogged everything, by the way, and I'll let you know more about that in a second. And in those Snapchats, we were so excited to be with each other. We were just like, ever like held up our phone, we were just like, okay, on the count of 3, scream, and be like, hey! Like, you know, we were all excited to be with each other. So I was still like texting my husband in the meantime. He was acting okay. Nothing was going bad. He like got to know each other because this was the first time any of me and, you know, all these social media people had ever been together, and we like clicked so well in like texting, and then we immediately clicked so well in person. So I remember there was this guy I was really good friends with, and we took a Snapchat together, and I had my arm around him like this, and it was just like, cheese. I don't know how else to explain it. Didn't hear from my husband for a while. We were texting like nonstop, and then it stopped. My friends and I, like, we went to go get sushi, and he called me while I was eating dinner with everyone. I didn't answer. I was like, hey, like, I'm eating sushi with everyone, like, it's so good. As soon as I get back to the hotel, I go to the hotel, and everybody's like, let's go to the pool because there's a water slide at Nickelodeon Suites. We're all just like, heck yes. So I got in my bathing suit. We were heading down to the pool. We had a lot of fun. Still yet, people were Snapchatting everything. Like, what do you expect social media people to do? They Snapchat everything. I don't know why I felt like I needed to get in everybody's face for that. Yeah, we were just like documenting everything basically. After that, we all went back to the room. We got in the shower, and we decided to go to karaoke night. And this was a karaoke family night. It wasn't like bar, let's go to the bar and get crunk. By the way, there were no drinking during this meet and greet. Nothing at all. Like, none of us drank because some of us were underage. I wasn't underage, but like I wasn't interested. You know, I wasn't trying to make my husband feel uncomfortable. We went to karaoke night, had an amazing time. Like, we all like got up and sang with each other, and it was so much fun. After that, I get a phone call finally from my husband, and he tells me that it's over, and I'm just like, wait, why? He explains to me like I was acting very inappropriate, and I'm still like confused, like, okay, like, well, at the time I'm like panicking, like, what did I do? Like, I don't know, like, did I do something that you don't like? Like, let me know so I can fix it. And he was just like, I've seen everything. You don't have to tell me. I know exactly what you're doing, you liar. What the frick? You know, I look back at it and I'm just like, you're the liar. Get more into that in a second. And I start crying. Everybody is, you know, making musicallys in our living room area in the hotel room. I'm in the bedroom crying my eyes out. And one of my friends, which, like, this is, like, why him and I are so close, Nick Anderson. I talk about him so much. He was the one that was there for me during all this. And he comforted me through it. And obviously an appropriate way, just so I was like wondering like what's wrong. I was on the phone, and he was just like sitting there like making sure that I was okay. You know, he could have, like, he didn't know me that well, but he like made sure that I was doing okay while everybody was in the other room having fun. He wouldn't let anybody come in the room. Like, he was making sure that I was good. And that's why him and I are such good friends. Like, nobody else did that. After all that, I get a phone call from my mother to discuss me. So my ex-husband decides to tell everyone in my family, my mom, my dad, my grandparents that bought me the plane ticket, that I was down there partying and acting inappropriate. So obviously my family was freaking pissed off at me. Like, they were just like, you're coming home right now. I'm like 22, and I'm just like, excuse me, like, you're not gonna talk to me like that. Like, he's lying. He's got like the story all wrong. And they're just like, we've seen everything. My mom was like, we've seen pictures, we've seen videos he showed us. What he showed them was all the Snapchats. The Snapchats made it look like, if you didn't get what I was doing, it made it look not okay. That sounds like an excuse, but I was, you know, around a bunch of people, and my family wasn't used to that. Like, I was on my own back at home. I was at a water park in my bathing suit, so I think that's what they found inappropriate, and taking pictures and stuff like that. I took pictures with everyone, including males. I didn't like that. That was why my mom was like, you need to come home now. And I'm like, I can't. I'm not. My meet and greet is tomorrow. It was the next day, and I'm not leaving. It's not happening. All that on my plate, I had to act like nothing was wrong, and everybody was checking on me like, you know, like, do you need me to do anything for you? And I'm just like, no, like, I'll try to be okay. And everybody was very, very nice to me, and I went to sleep feeling okay. The hotel room phone rings at 6 a.m. All of us was going to be up at by like 8 or 9. We all had alarms set. So the phone rings, and I had an intuition like, this is somebody for me. I know it. I freaking know it. So I answer it. It's my mother again. She's like, Taylor, are you okay? It's like crying, and I'm just like, Mom, I just woke up. She was like, I was calling your phone and you didn't answer. I'm like, what? So I had my phone on me, and I checked, and there were nothing. And I'm just like, Mom, I haven't got anything. What are you talking about? She was like, you need to call your husband and tell him that, I almost said his name. You need to call your husband and tell him that you're okay. And I was just like, okay. Like, hang up on her. I call him. I go outside because everybody's still asleep. And I'm just like, what the frick is going on? He was just like, Taylor, my mom told me something that really freaked me out, and it scared me. And I just wanted to make sure that you're okay. And he's like crying too. And I'm just like, what? Okay. What did she tell you? And he was just like, you need to call her. And I'm just like, man, I'm sick of like having to call all these people, like freaking call me, like, what's up? I get off the phone with him. By the way, like, I asked, like, what's going on with us? He was like, whenever you come home, we're gonna talk. And I'm just like, okay. So I call his mom, and I'm like, hey, what's wrong? And obviously I'm still like nice to her, like she's never done anything wrong to me, and I just wanted to know what was wrong. She was like, God, talk to me. And I was just like, oh my fucking jeez. I'm just like, okay, and this is why everybody's crying. And she was just like, he told me that you were going to get raped. He told me you need to get out of there. She like was saying these really grotesque things that really like made my stomach turn, you know. If she really actually visioned this. She told me that she saw me getting raped by a bunch of guys, and it was so funny because she was just like, I've seen it. She was like, how many girls are with you? And I'm just like, she was like, wait, don't tell me. 3? And I was just like, yeah, there's 3. And then she was just like, wait, what floor are you on? I lied because for some reason I thought that she was like on her way to like come pick me up or something, so I lied and I was just like, the 7th. And she was just like, that's what I saw in my vision. Bitch, I remember to this day, I was on the 10th floor. She said she saw me on the 7th floor, and she was just like, you need to go. They're gonna put something in your drink, you need to go. And then I was just like, I can't. Like, I'm doing something. Like, today is my day. Today is my big day. My first meet and greet, and you idiots are ruining it. I was just like, listen, like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know really what's going on with everybody, but I gotta go. And she was just like, I don't know what she was doing. She was like hissing at me too. I don't know where that came from, and I'm just like holding the phone out here because like, one, it is like my husband's mom, and I don't want to be rude, so I don't know like whether to hang up on her, to call a freaking pest control because she's a freaking snake now. Like, I was really uncomfortable. She made me feel really, really uncomfortable. So I just hang up on her. And I call my mom and I tell her like what was going on, and obviously like I'm stressed, I'm crying because like my day is ruined. I feel like my family hates me because of this. And my mom starts looking at it on my side because I really don't think like she thought I would do something like that. And I was like telling her like, it's not what everybody thinks, like this has gone way out of proportion. Like, I'm not lying to you, I'm not down here partying. Like, I can show you guys, I can videotape everything. Like, I have everything recorded, I've made a vlog out of this. Like this is the real deal. I'm acting fine. And she wanted to believe me, but she thought very highly of my husband, and she didn't like, and he came to her, she told me, and he like cried to her and was just like telling her how he felt like unconfident about us, and like just confided in her, and it made her like more on his side, I guess. It was really nice to her as well, so you know, she was more on his side, and me being the sneaky little girl that I was back then, she thought I was trying to pull something, you know. Got off the phone with my mom, she was like, you finish and you call me back and we'll talk. So I had to get ready for my meet and greet with all this shiz on my mind. Do my meet and greet, it goes really well. Like, I met a lot of people, more than I thought would recognize me. Like, it was actually crazy. We meet everyone, we do our thing, we go back to the hotel. It's like 3 p.m. when we finish, 3 or 4 p.m. My mom's just like, I'll buy you a ticket to come back. And I was just like, okay. So I didn't know what to do. It was like literally family or stay there another night, because you know, that was going to be my last night, and I decided to go home. My mom bought my ticket, and I had to call an Uber and go to the airport literally immediately. So I told everybody bye, and nobody understood why I was leaving. It was so embarrassing, like most embarrassing trip of my life. Go home. It's like a 6-hour flight, I think. To go from Florida to Virginia. And as soon as I get in the car with my mom lets me have it, and I'm like crying. I'm just like, don't you understand? Like, I'm probably gonna lose my husband over this, like, because everything has been thrown out of proportion. And I'm gonna kind of skip ahead. Like, my mom literally argued with me till my mama came with us, by the way. She was in the passenger seat. She literally had to tell us to like stop, because it was getting so bad. And plus it was like in a car, so oh my god, I can't even begin to tell you like how miserable that was. So I get home, and him and I talk, and I can't go to my house. My house is where like him and I stayed together. I couldn't go there. I had to stay at my parents' house, which was disgusting to me. Like, I should have been like, I was still being told what to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt so freaking trapped. Literally begged for him back like an idiot, because I didn't want anything to change, and he told me the only way that could happen is if I stopped social media. So I did. I stopped. Like, I was barely on my phone. I quit Musically, I quit YouTube, and just so you guys know, like, I started and I loved it. I found something that I really liked, and I was actually making like a little bit of money from it. Not from Musically, from like promos and stuff like that. Like, I was like making just like $100 every, I don't know, it was like random money. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, and I was just like, I had a feeling it was going somewhere, and I had to stop because of his mom, by the way, hated me after that. And I never understood why, because like, she's a Christian, she's supposed to forgive. Like, that's what I thought. I didn't even do anything wrong. Like, I literally like hung up on her. But I did text my husband some really bad things about her, saying like how crazy she was and stuff like that. And I think she read it. I'm pretty sure she did. And which is fine, because you know, like a couple of days, or maybe it was a week later, him and I decided to still like work things out. I wasn't doing social media, and I'm a crazy bitch. And I read his phone, I read his text messages to his mom, and his mom was sending him stuff like, you're still gonna stay with her after she had an orgy with 5 guys. And I was just like, oh honey, you talk about being pissed to the max. I could not believe that she had the audacity to say something like that, to put that in his head whenever we were trying to work it out. Because just so you guys know, like, I talk about it like I don't care about it now. At the time, like, I really did try to work things out, because I didn't want to get a divorce. I really didn't. But like, now I look at it and I'm just like, that was the best thing for me, and I'm really glad that I did now, because we didn't work. So happy that it happened, but at the time I did try. So, you know, I didn't want to walk away saying like, you know, I did put all I could into it. Even though I had a crazy bitch psycho ex-mother-in-law. Yeah, she was crazy after that. Her and I, like, literally, oh, shiz. Dude, I'm telling you. Her and I, after, like, all that stuff happened, him and I stayed together a couple of months. I don't even think it was a couple of months. I would give it, like, 2 or 3. Yeah, and that's when it got really bad. Him and I, like, you know. Her and I, like, completely, I don't know. And he would never take up for me whenever it came to her. Like, he was scared of her. So, you know, I wasn't scared of her after that. She was a crazy bitch. I don't know, like, what she was doing. If she was talking in tongue, if she was a witch and she cast a spell on me. But whatever it was, damn, I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed that story time. Now, that is a crazy time in my life. That I do remember. I still can't believe that I was once married. Like, I look at that and I'm just like, that was all a dream. That didn't happen, but yes, it happened. And there was so much more stuff that happened that, oh my god, it was crazy. I'm being, like, upfront with you guys because it is something that happened to me. I tell real life stories. I don't care about it anymore. It doesn't affect me. I didn't say his name. We're good. There we go. There's that. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that story time video. If you would like more, if you have any questions, just comment them below. And maybe I'll do the story time. Maybe I'll answer your question. I don't know. Yeah, sorry I've been delaying videos. I'm finally kind of like, you know, adjusted to my new apartment. We'll get things situated in a few days, but in the meantime, still going to be filming. I love you guys. I hope you subscribe, and I hope that you follow me on everything because I am very active on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and, you know, I always talk to you guys on there. So if you want to talk to me, if I don't respond to you on here, that would be a great place. So subscribe to me, guys. Click this button right here, and also go watch my previous story time. That would be awesome. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video, okay? Alright.